Hi. So I said obviously in the last video, this is like 3 videos in a row I'm talking about this now on basically become a mental health channel. But I said in the last 2 videos that I was gonna do a series on anxiety, so this is like the first proper video on it. And I have just finished work. It is 7 o'clock. I am not meant to finish work until 9. And I had to come home early because I had a giant attack on the shop floor. Where I work, what I think's caused it is it's so hot on the shop floor. Like my face, like my whole face is burning up completely. But the rest of me is like shaking in a normal temperature now. I think it's the heat and the fact that I was meant to have my lunch at 5:30 and at 5:45 my body gave out on me, possibly. I don't know. Because there was no one else. I couldn't leave the shop floor really because there would be no one on my section. So when someone was on my section, I was putting out a coat and I literally shoved it at her. Said, take this, and ran about 100 meters to the disabled toilet that's downstairs. That's not for employee use, it is for customer use, and I'm not allowed to use it. But I sat in there for 15 minutes because when I was on the shop floor, I had a sudden rush of like heat and nausea, and it was like so sudden. It was ridiculous. I didn't feel sick beforehand. I just felt a bit wobbly because I was hot. And then I was just like, no. And I went to it, so I was like, I'm gonna be sick. I wasn't. Just for those of you wondering, after about like 10-15 minutes, I was like, I cannot stay here. Like my throat was dry. I was just drinking out the tap. I don't even think that water was drinkable, but my throat was so dry. I had to wet my face with the cold water, and it still didn't make me feel any better. And I was like, I need my water, I need my chewing gum, I have to go upstairs. Anywhere where I work, I have to go up an escalator onto the first floor to go up. And like, it was a busy day. Today is student night, and it was going to be busy. And I was like, a customer is going to stop me, and I'm going to vomit in their face. So I ran up the customer stairs, just by the disabled toilet, and I still had to run across basically the whole of the upstairs floor. And I ran up that because of going up the stairs, my heart rate increased even more, and I was like, I'm actually having a panic attack right now. Don't run when you're having a panic attack. If you already can't breathe, don't put yourself out of breath even more. Ran upstairs. I had been on dressing rooms, you see, and that's why I wasn't on my lunch, because there was no one to take over dressing rooms. And when I last leave unmanned, and there was someone on the tills, and she said, well, I'll look after him for you. I was like, no, it's alright, I've got my lunch in 15 minutes, like, I can go then, because someone will be covering dressing rooms. And she was upstairs, she went, oh, you finally on your lunch then, have you? And I was like, no. And I literally said, I think I had a panic attack, I don't know what's going on, I don't know what to do. And I just like weird vomited all over her. And she's like, okay, don't worry, sit down. She was so lovely, like, I honestly, so lovely, I could cry. She's just so calm with me. She just like knew what to do. She got someone. There was no one who works first aid on tonight. Like, no one with first aid training, so like normally you have to have a first aid look at you before you go. So they had to get the shopping centre first aid. So that took a little while. I rang my mum. They already said, look, you're going home. And I was like, okay. So I rang my mum to come pick me up, because obviously at this point it was 6 o'clock. And so she left straight away, and they came. And at this point I'm still like, I'm not completely sure if I'm going to be sick. They asked what was wrong, and I just said, they said, do you have anxiety? And I was just like, yeah, but I don't know if this is anxiety, because I genuinely do feel like I'm going to be sick. Because every time I feel like this, I always forget that a lot of the time I do feel like I'm genuinely going to be sick, even though I know I'm not. Like, you always kind of know, like in your head kind of calmly goes, I think I'm going to be sick, and then you're sick. Like, I didn't have that, but I felt ill. I might look fine, by the way. And like I am now, like I want to cry. I'm very hungry, and my face is like, you can see how red it is. It's just so hot. It's like radiating heat. But like I'm fine. I don't feel like I'm gonna be sick anymore. So I do know it's nausea. I'm not actually like ill, or I don't actually have food poisoning. So I know that it was anxiety, and I was right the whole time, and I still just couldn't calm down. So tomorrow morning, I'm on basically my shift today with the late shift, so I work like 3 till 9 type thing, and I'm on the same tomorrow. And I've already been told to just not come in. But I'm gonna see how I go, because basically, if I end up like this tomorrow, the same thing's gonna happen. So that's why they're saying not to come in. So we'll see tomorrow. This video might be long, so I'm gonna continue it tomorrow, because tomorrow morning I am going to make an appointment at my doctor's to see about medication. And I think after today, I'm not even gonna say, I just want to know. I'm gonna say, just put me on something. Put me on the highest level drugs you have. Make me completely high off my face. I don't care if I have no motion at this point, because I can't even work. Like, this is the second, I've worked there for 2 months. This is the second time I've had to go home. And I called in sick last Monday, which is the last video that you saw. Like, that's not good. That's always because of anxiety. I'm going to take my makeup off. I've already took my lipstick off because I was wearing Jeffree Star. It just went wrong. I'm going to take my makeup off, have something plain to eat, and watch a movie. I'm thinking High School Musical 3. Haven't seen that in a very long time. But actually, I don't know where that is. God damn. Or Adam's Family. Maybe Stardust. I don't know. I'll watch something. So yeah. See you tomorrow. Okay, so it's the next day. It is 11:25, and I have a doctor's appointment for 4:30. So I'm looking online at different medications. I need to stop looking at the event and look at that will be offered to me on the NHS website, because obviously I'm British, so I'm not going to look at all them American medications that probably aren't available here. So the first one, I'm just going to read them out to you because this one scares me a lot. Selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. Now, for those of you who don't know, serotonin is like the happy hormone. It is, you normally given serotonin for depression, because the biological cause of depression is the lack of serotonin, basically. So it is an antidepressant, and it takes a few weeks to start working. The common side effects are feeling agitated, feeling or being sick, indigestion, diarrhea or constipation, loss of appetite and weight loss, dizziness, blurred vision, dry mouth, excessive sweating, headaches, insomnia or drowsiness, no sex drive, this one's funny, difficulty achieving orgasm during sex or masturbation, and in men, erectile dysfunction. It says the side effects would improve over time, except the sexual problems which can persist. And normally they give you a low dose and like bring it up first. But I mean, nausea and vomiting will make me anxious. Being dizzy will make me anxious. Being agitated will make me anxious, because I'll be more annoyed. Not sleeping and being drowsy will make me anxious. So how is this going to help me? How are any of these side effects going to help me? Anyway, the next one are serotonin and noradrenaline reuptake inhibitors. For those of you who don't know what noradrenaline is, it is a hormone that's released after adrenaline to bring you back down. So you know when you have like, when your body's kind of, you're filled with adrenaline and like your heart's beating fast and you're like raring to go, and it's like, it is that fight or flight response. Noradrenaline brings you back down to normal. So this one, it is an antidepressant, but it's the only one that I can see from what I know of psychology that would help anxiety, since anxiety is the fight or flight response. Basically, that's just kind of gone too far. So the side effects of these ones are feeling sick, headaches, drowsiness, dizziness, dry mouth, constipation, insomnia, and sweating. So not as bad, but it can increase your blood pressure. My blood pressure is normal, but I can't say for sure because every time I've had my blood pressure taken, I have been anxious. So it could be a case of that my blood pressure is low anyway, so that an increase in blood pressure shouldn't really harm me. But if it is normal, it might be something to worry about. There is beta blockers as well, which relieve the physical side effects like your heart beating really fast and having heart palpitations. But while it's the physical thing that I have trouble dealing with, they won't help my nausea. And they are a heart tablet. They are for heart conditions. So I don't want to be on beta blockers. So far, a bit worried. I've been looking up people's experiences, and a lot of them seem alright actually. A lot of them are saying they didn't really have any side effects because they were put on a low dosage at first. A lot of them saying they did help. So that's making me feel better. It's the side effects that I'm worried about. I could become a zombie and be completely emotionless, that's fine. But if I became suicidal, apparently they can make you, or if I became just throwing up all the time, even if it was just for the first week, I can't deal with that. I can't take a week off work because of that. I couldn't cope. Okay, so I'm back from the doctors. I've been prescribed propranolol, and I've been given 3 boxes of 10 mg. And upon opening them, turns out they were beta blocker, not an antidepressant, like I was under the impression that I was being given. Basically, I told him I was worried about side effects, and he just said, well, you would feel sick and dizzy for the first 7 to 10 days, then you'd be fine. Then when you come off them, you'd feel sick and dizzy again. And I was like, oh, great. I would have to take 7 to 10 days off work because I couldn't go to work sick and dizzy. I work in a shop. I can't throw up on the shop floor really, and I can't be dizzy on the shop floor when it's already hot. I just couldn't. I would make myself really ill. So these are meant to be an as and when, but I'm very confused with this. And so if I have to take 40 mg before anxious situations, so I mean I have to take 4 tablets just randomly, as and when. And would I still feel side effects for taking them just once? Side effects is on here. The common ones are tiredness, cold extremities, difficulty sleeping, slow or irregular heartbeat, Raynaud's syndrome, don't know what that is, and nightmares. Uncommon, feeling being sick, diarrhea, whatever. The rare ones though, apparently you can have hallucinations and psychosis. I am taking these to help one mental disorder. I do not need another one to treat it. It's ridiculous. So what I'm going to do, because I'm not completely sure about taking them, I'm going to ask the pharmacist to talk it through with me. And if I'm still not sure, I have to go back to get my pill renewed, because I like having a regular period. I'll just ask them about it, but right now I'm not taking it this second. And I don't know yet if I'm going to take it as a regular thing or if I'm going to just take it as when I feel like I need it, because it takes 20 minutes to settle in, and by that point I could be close to death in my mind, So I don't know. It's scary. I'm like, But it says to take 1 or 2 tablets 3 times a day. So I could just take 1 tablet 3 times a day at first, but then that doesn't really, I'd still get this side effects. And I think if I was going to have them, I'd rather take the time off work, because then I can kind of deal with any sickness and dizziness at home, and then go back to work when I feel alright. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'm so confused. But I have these now. So Oh no, so you cannot just suddenly stop taking these, because then you will get, apparently, if you take them for angina, you'll get worse angina, irregular heartbeat, heart attack or death, sweating, shaking. So right, I think I'm gonna leave that for this video. I'll keep you up to date though with everything. So I hope this was informative to anyone, and I'll see you next time. Bye.